iRacing is a sim racing game that combines a true-to-life racing experience with an online community of virtual racing enthusiasts all around the globe. iRacing offers a multitude of officially licensed cars and tracks, laser scanned with millimeter accuracy. The car models and mechanical systems are based on real-world physics, engineered in cooperation with manufacturers and racing teams. Our skill license system ranges from rookie to pro, ensuring members are always pitted against those with similar skill sets. Members are able to sign up for a weekly racing series, compete in time trials, host a private race with friends, and participate in racing leagues created and run by the community. With over 200,000 members, iRacing works in partnership with renowned motorsports organizations like NASCAR to deliver virtual races based on the real-life NASCAR Cup Series, as well as many other series on the NASCAR ladder. iRacing also features team racing, providing a variety of options for members to create and manage their own teams, race with friends or real-world teammates in full-length endurance events like the 24 Hours of Daytona, Spa 24, or the Bathurst 12-Hour. Participate in solo races, championship seasons, and hosted in league events with AI Racing. With a rapidly expanding catalog of 70-plus cars and 85-plus tracks from real-world racing series, test your abilities with challenging computer-based competition. Additional partners include IMSA, the World of Outlaws, and Supercars, allowing members to participate in their very own Bathurst 1000, Chili Bowl, Sebring 12-Hour, and many more iconic events. This is iRacing, delivering the most authentic racing experience short of getting into a real race car. Sign up today at iRacing.com. iRacing is a sim racing game that
Hello and welcome, everybody. A race I am dubbing as the most craziest race in XSLR history. Wow, we are in for a wild ride here, folks. We are in for a wild ride, that is for sure. Not far away from qualifying. Let's take a little look in at what we're going to experience, we're going to enjoy. We're going to witness here today. We're going to share between absolutely everyone. This camera angle, that's just giving us a little flavour. A mere sorbet to cleanse the palate, folks. That's what we are talking about. It's going to be wild. It's going to be crazy. Who's going to come out on top? Well, we are not far away from anticipating how this one's going to pan out. I'll tell you what, let's ride on board with our very own Kevin Irwin. Get a little flavour of what we're going to experience here. Let him clear the jump and then we'll get on board from a driver's eye perspective. As the session ends. So we won't quite get that in place. But as we just transition now across into next session. Here we go. Driver's got a few options available. They can either full throttle this one or play it a little bit safer. It's getting out and going. There goes one Adam Thompson. He's out on track. 5 minute qualifying for the drivers. We'll see. Get the drone cam in. Winding it up. It's a flat session. Only one side has the jump. Now onto his first lap, he goes. That's the time to beat a 23.903. Let's do 20 laps here today, folks. As Cossack goes faster, clears the jump beautifully. There is Cossack, a bit of a wider line. Good variety of lines, a plethora available to our drivers here today. Also, do you try and make this a bit more accurate, or as Thompson goes faster again, that's him done and dusted. 2 tenths faster, Cossack across the line, but I don't think he realised he could have full throttled that one. Just ran out of track. See, I think the few drivers have missed out on that one, but Lee Martin, he's got his on the ball 3 tenths faster than Thompson. Twitchy on the landing there. Anything things up. Now, has he realised? Oh, and he broke just before. They're all missing out on this. None of them are realising here today. Roy Ross getting involved here once more. There he is, Kevin Irwin, who's just going to power slide his way through all this. That's how he described this. He's going to handle this one to me. Let's run on board. Oh. That was a disappointment, Kevin. He's only done one lap, and I don't think he's realised, and he's messed it up for himself. One, the only sandwich, no less. Let's try and get a bit of on-board action here with him. Bring round this oval if we double back on ourselves. Launching in across the jump. It's going to be so much treacherous. How are our drivers going to take this one today? So that's going to be for second place. I know, he said he done one lap. Oh, how many of these idiots? I'm sorry. I'm actually realising what they're doing here. So Ross has gone fifth. Howard not bothering with qualifying. Irwin not setting a time, but he's run out of laps. Now just going for style points here. And this drift on. Look at that, beautiful, beautiful. That's what we like to see. Just a plethora, plumes of tyre smoke from him. So he drifts his way around the track. Now that is one way to handle it. You can just purely drift this one, but you don't get great mileage. The drivers are going to have to stop in this race. Take on fuel. This is going to be an intriguing angle. So you see the tyre smoke just lingering around there, and we're launching it in. Skimming the wall. Oh, come on, Kev. Come on, light them up. All four wheels spinning up. Big thank you to Bayview Shade and Blind for sponsoring this series, no less. There's Kevin, oh, this front bumper there. They've been sharing a little sunshine since 1926. Also, we've got Dead Alley Motorsport, Dangerous.net. Beautiful product rendering services. Of course, myself. Does this all for free? Oh, the goodness and the kindness of my own heart. Oh dear. That's not gone well, has it? TV cameras soaking it all in here. Oh dear. I think he's getting out of that one somehow. It's a view from pit lane with an abandoned, discarded Jake Ham. Oh, go on, my son. That's it. Oh, well, we're qualifying over as well. Transition now across into the race session. I mean, that is it, done and dusted. It's time to crack one open, folks. Here we go. That's what time it is. Here from Irwindale. Let's take you through your grid. Lee Martin on pole, Jake Ham on the front row with him. First time we've seen those two on the front row together. Thompson and Cossack make up row 2. Well, Bobby Ross is next to Jimmy Howard, who didn't set a time in qualifying. Neither did Kevin Irwin, but Irwin just completely and utterly cocks it up. And that's why he starts dead last in this. Well, how do we dub this one? How do we dub this one, folks? The Psychopath Bowl, maybe? The XSLR Mental Case Race? Fred32V are looking for a fun time. Following Most Mint, the number 50. Good luck, all. I think everyone's going to be in luck. If you want a good time, come to, well, the right place, or what might be dubbed the wrong places. Here come the lights. Let's get ready to go racing from Irwindale. Here we go, folks, as we are away already, and a great start for the back from Ross as he launches us into turn 1. front of the field, making their way through, running wide there from Martin. That's going to let Ham just come through, and across the jump we go for the first time. Everyone making their way through. This is where it gets a bit tight. Thompson getting a bit angst there. Owen running a bit wide, trying to run over the camera. This is, well, Howard going to work on Irwin in the background. Martin, not the best to start, dropping 2 places already. Bobby Ross getting elbows out, getting involved. Down, deep, dirty. Here on, well, the dirt section starting not too far away here at XSLR, but trying to get dirty already. I need to apologise. Bobby Ross only getting a girlfriend, not engaged, last week. How badly did I misunderstand that one? Top 2 getting away though. Ham and Thompson. 1.3 seconds clear already. To be fair, Ham nearly a second clear of Thompson already. It's all about this fight in the midfield. 5 trucks. And Cossack elbows out. Shouldering Howard out of the way there. Really opened it the corner though. And into the back of Ross. The crash bang. What a landing from Howard. Body went popping back into place. And this is where it's going to start to get a little bit interesting, because where are our leaders? There they are. When do we get that magical crossover? Howard in the middle there. A 3 wide. There's a beautiful move to switch back there, but Kossick's going to come back and Howard and reclaim that place. Howard trying to carry the power, carry the momentum right around the outside here. Ross trying to sneak his way under after a strong start from Ross. He's loving that inside line, and again Howard squeezed into the middle. As they make their way across, and Kossick bumped, bashed, banged. There are our leaders. We are not far away from the crossover. That's when the tactics really start to come into play here. How will they play this one out? Basement, Paul, thank you. Way to use fenders to make room. Well, the part of the truck. Use them to your advantage. Ross still can't get his way through. Irwin making up races, but Ham still leads this one from Thompson. Then we've got a 4-second back to Lee Martin, who, of course, our pole sitter. At the best of times here in the opening stages. With 130 laps though, we're just about to approach lap 10. There is our leader, Ross. Sorry, Ham even. Ross at the rear. Let's get on board. And you can see Bobby Ross is heading through across to our right hand side. It's nice and tight. Need to be accurate across the jump here. Where is Thompson? There he is. Right behind us. Able to affect this one right now is Thompson. I'm really seeming like he's got this one under control here. Down in the midfield. This is where, pound for pound, we've got the action happening. Things have calmed down as I say that. Kossick just giving a bit of a squeeze. Drives can miss the jump. That's okay. As Kossick lands into the side of Ross. More like a WWF affair. Kossick growing on it right now like a dog with 2 dicks. And again, wow, Kossick has finally got that move done on Ross. Ross normally so good, and it's getting close to that crossover period, folks. We're getting there, we're getting there. Let's ride on board with the ham sandwich. But he's a bit of a let up there. There goes Ross. There goes Ross. Thompson just closing up a little bit. Kossick now going to work on Irwin. Trying to find that way through. Ross clumsy on the land of the jump. That gap up front is shrinking. Ham starting to play a bit more conservative now, thinking about this crossover point in the race. Just laying that gap, playing it safe, but at the peril. Thompson closing that gap onto him, and there's contact, Ham keeps it alive though. Opens up the throttle, opens up the steering to keep himself alive. Meanwhile, Irwin in the middle of Kosick made his way through. Oh, that's Irwin in for a very early pit stop there. Drivers are going to have to pit to get themselves home. But where's they going to throw them out into this equation? Meanwhile, up front, Ham still leads, but only just over Thompson. Thompson nearly into the rear end. Trying to dazzle Ham with those turkey teeth that he's got. What's that? Analogy we completely and utterly lost on, you Americans. Lighting up the rears there. Owen's still in the pit road. That's not going to be the last we see of him. That's all there go. That's the move for the lead. That is the move for the lead. Sneaking his way through goes Thompson. Past Ham. But it's one thing to chase. It's another to lead, to take control of things here. Oh, that's Thompson. Is he into the wall? No, he's just overcooked things. There you go. As I spoke about, I don't think there's many cones left that are actually standing upright. Oh no, we've got a few here. We've got a few. We're okay, folks. We're okay. Sneaking his way under. 2x2 across the jump. Driver's right is Ham. Where is he? He merges. Oh, and the switchback is on. The switchback is on, but Ham's going to have the inside all the way through the oval. These two neck and neck. Thompson looking for the cutback here. Just gives Ham a little bit of a nudge. Irwin still in the pit lane. Oh, Kev. Oh, you know, he's on pit exit. He's off and running again. Okay, well, that's cost him 5 laps. So that's how long pit stop costs you. Comes right back out behind Ross. Oh, something's happened to Thompson. Oh, no. He's crashed. Let's take a little look at how it exactly unfolded here. Something's already happened to his truck there. Something has already happened. So he looks to get going once more. He's already running slow there. Okay, not too sure, folks. We'll put on that story as he heads into the pit. That's going to give Jake Ham a comprehensive lead over Martin. Ross now, the aggressor, onto the back of Kosick. 23 laps complete out of the 130. We're winding down the clock here on a Sunday evening. It is, 26 minutes past 8. Eastern, Western, 26 past 5 in the UK. We burn the hours small. It is nearly 1:30 in the morning. And Ham making good progress. Just seeing in the background that Irwin's falling by the wayside. Thompson's still in that pit road. Drone cam serving us well here today, folks. Serving us well. And I think Bobby Ross could be the one to watch out for here. Starting to make moves, starting to make a bit of progress on Kosick. Still unsure quite exactly what happened to Thompson. Oh, and there's been contact. There's been contact. Howard's off into the wall. So he comes across the jump there. Oh, and he clips Thompson. And he clips Thompson. Oh. Oh, this is fucking brilliant. Oh, I'm not meant to swear, but this is marked for mature audience, folks. It is late, you know. Hey, it's past the watershed somewhere in the world right now. We're going to try and get an on board there. From Thompson's point of view, because he was the one who was, let's face it, well and truly clouted. So out of pit road he comes. Wait for the watch out moment. Here comes Jimmy Howard. Oh! Oh, that was painful. That was painful. There. But Lee Martin losing quite a bit of time here at this stage of the race. Not really coming towards him. And right now, Kosick just reeling him in. Oh, he had to check up there. That's going to cost him dearly. And they're going to go free wide, heading through the oval. Kosick just bumping and banging. And Ross says, thank you very much. I'll take those places from you guys. And from playing it that little bit too safe, Martin just using Ross there as a break. Cost him dearly. It's the risk, it's the reward you take here at Irwindale. Right now, it's all about this battle for what is about second. But let's not forget, Irwin and Thompson have both hit it. On completely different strats, and it's where it's so hard to tell with such a long pit lane. It's a really fast lap around here. Best lap time so far, 23 dead from the hands of Jake Cam. Oh, sorry, I'm Thompson, 23.02 to be precise. Currently lapping around the 24-second mark. Is everyone? There is our leader. Well, Jake Cam, there he is. And he leads by nearly 6 seconds. In fact, it's onto that 6-second mark pretty much now. Over Ross. Thompson making his way round to Howard. That's one driver who's been in the wars, but he has brought himself back into the fight. Because that is Martin, fractionally ahead of him, who has Kosick and Ross a mere sniff away from them. Martin a little bit loose there, entering the jump. That's going to allow Howard just to close up. Howard, one of the more specialists. This is his part of the championship. Trying to sneak up the inside. Can't quite get it this time done on Martin. He's looking left. He's looking right. He's jinxing to and fro. He really showcased from this angle the differing strategies being involved. Kosick, so Martin just electing just to go for a little bit more of a faster entry in, whereas Howard slows it in, speeds up mid-corner, slows down again, turns it in. After dominating display from Martin in qualifying. Just not being able to transpose it into race pace at the moment. We've still plenty of minutes to go. We're already on 39 out of 130 here from Irwindale. That's looking like that move has now been cemented by Howard. And he styles it out with a beautiful drift there. Just relive that moment, that crash between Howard and Thompson. We're going to take it from the perspective of Howard. There goes Thompson, you can see him. Oh, and the clatter. The pain is real. I'm starting to integrate and time to sieve his way through here, folks. Down from the blimp. Oh, and that is so close. That is so close to contact. It's going to be a bit of a worry for our drivers, this. Going to see it once more here. Here comes Ham from the left. Howard, Martin, Irwin, through goes Ham, and then Thompson. Now, Mayfield's in control of this one, but let's remember, he does have Thompson to worry about, who has stopped. He should be good enough to get himself home as he closes in on the back of Irwin and Martin. Oh, and of course, he's actually a lap down on Thompson. It's more intriguing point. If Thompson can unlap himself from Howard and Martin, this changes this dynamic a little bit, folks. And Ham now maybe not looking quite as confident. I mean, he is 5 seconds clear, but until these pit stops truly balance themselves out, I don't think we're going to really know exactly how this dynamic's really playing out here. Martin feeling the pressure from Irwin. Thompson just dropping a little bit back off them, maybe aware of just who he's come up against now. Where he is in this race. And maybe he has done enough to displace Ham after the pit stops of that lead. As there goes Ham, flashing before Thompson's eyes right now. Tell you what, let's get a little onboard image. Oh, he has to slow up, but he was there somewhere. As we look down from the drone. Oh, and he's collected Thompson. He's off. Well, let's see if we can get another view of that one. If this will work out. Oh, the contact's already been made. Didn't register as a crash. I'm still bows on. Is that going to be a defining moment of this race? And what it does mean, that 5 seconds lead has now been slashed to 2.8 seconds. In fact, make that under 2.5. Ross is catching Ham, and he all of a sudden does not look like he's in control of this one. It's Martin embroiled in this battle with Irwin, who's already stopped. He's a few laps down. Oh, and it's close. Not sure how my nervous disposition is going to be come the end of this race. Thompson giving the nudge to hurry up here to Martin. Squeezing him out wide. Ham just about clears Irwin. Let's get him on board with the ham sandwich. he's been collected. Look at that. It's watch out style. So onto the back. We're going to collect Ross. Or are we? There we go. And where does he land? Oh, and he's landed on his roof. And that is going to be a tow. And that is going to be game over for Thompson. The alternate strategy, let's take a look down from the blimp, has not paid off here. Oh! Get it from a final angle from the onboard of Bobby Ross here. And he was helpless. They were just slow off the jump. And that's what hurt them, folks. And all of a sudden, that Jake Ham lead has now back out to 4.5 seconds, and he's looking commanding. Thompson in the pits. He's done and dusted. Wow. Oh dear. Folks, we didn't know what to quite expect coming here. Well, did we truly expect that? Those jumps are getting closer and closer, lap by lap, as we get deeper and deeper into this race. Thompson is off and running once more after his tow. Well, he needs all of his ducks to be in a row right now, and smacking the wall on pit exit is not going to help that situation. Oh dear, someone throwing the towel in. So, Ham leads from Ross, who is still continuing to make inroads into that lead. And he's bringing Cossack along for the ride. I'm going to play this one a little bit more cautious, though. Oh, and the big lock up there from Martin to avoid contact across the jump. And I think there may even have been contact. Let's see this on board here with Martin. Watch out for that jump. The big lock up. Oh, and he was clipped by Cossack on his way over. As Cossack tries to stay into the fight against Ross. Thompson back out for another bite at the cherry. 3 laps down against Irwin. Yeah, he hasn't got a dog in this fight. Saying to my records, he's had another accident. Truly believing in that one. Let's take a little look. So on pit road, did he clatter the wall once more? Let's find out together. Oh, not to zip it between Ross and Cossack there. No contact, mate. Just a bit of a false alarm there, guys. But right, gap growing. Thompson trying to negate his way back. The fight is on. The big, deep recovery. He's 3 laps down on Irwin, who was himself about a lap down against the field. So it seems. So he's 7 laps down. We're at the halfway mark. Nearly. Practically almost sideways there after the jump. Get the truck turn in from Ross. Cossack going to work. Is that Ross into the pits? I think it could well be. But the halfway stage could be a good strat, this. could be a good strap. Is it? Remains to be seen. Look at this, just a mess of tyres, smokers. Cossack now into pit road too. He heads down. It's the pit road out on the traditional oval here at Irwindale when you put utilising this configure of 8. I'm looking to put another lap onto Irwin. So it goes from bad to worse from this. Early stoppers, Irwin and Thompson. The strap, well, it's just not paid off. It was not the way to go. It's also got Howard into the pits now. There's Martin, there's Howard. Ham carries on though, and this could be the strategy that carries him all the way to victory. Whew. To boot, he is nearly a whole lap ahead of Lee Martin. And I do believe it's Ross back out. Yes, he is. Cossack's got the jump on him though. In the pit stops as Ham. Surely with time in the bag here, time to play with. He decides he's had enough. And he heads down pit road, our leader. Well, this could be the first lap he hasn't led in a very long time. Or is it? Where will he come out? Martin still carrying on here. The other driver yet to pit so far. Yeah, deep depth of discovery here. He takes the lead. He will lead. As we head out onto lap 69. It had to be done, didn't it? Someone had to lead 69. I would have desperately stayed out to try and lead it. That's for sure. Ham on pit exit. That is a quick stop there. Quickest of the day. 37 seconds. And, well, nearly wiped out by Cossack. And he's come out, well, some 12 seconds in front of Cossack. This is Jake Hamps to lose. Ross will up down. And he can afford, I mean, does he even know? Has he even realised just what he's got in the bag here? As long as he does not connect with Cossack. And meets him roughly around that jump. Thompson up the inside there to unlap himself against Ham. He's going to have to do that a further, what, 7 times. So he's going to have to do that on average once every 10 laps. So that's someone into the pits, and that is Lee Martin in from the lead. Led lap 69. That was too much for him. Couldn't cope. It's right now. Drinking the strap there, just letting Ross go, who well lands. With the Gracers, Bambi on ice. Martin coming out of pit road now. Brings him out, interestingly, behind Jimmy Howard. And once again, Ross, clumsy on the landing, off the jump, but getting it done here. He's got himself unlapped, but as we said, we know Ham does have time in the bag here. And Ross, just a perennial great all-rounder, can turn his hand to anything, but tonight, the figure of 8 could well be his demise. And that's Howard and Cossack, and they are scrapping away. And this is your battle for second place, and this is what it's come down to on lap 75. Howard has reeled him in, and he lets him know he's there with the bash and a bang. And this is where who has got the minerals? Who? Are we going to not be able to understand how they sit down because their balls are that big? Because they're going to have to risk it against the oncoming traffic that's cutting across them. Kosik can win. A little bit of a gap. It should be enough for now. But with that differentiating pace between them. And another nudge on the landing. Howard definitively quicker through that section of the track. But this is where Kostik's stronger on the flat. All four wheels on the ground. But again, it's that differing strap which Kostik seems to be applying right now that Howard's had up his sleeve but utilised to such great success all race long. Then bang on the brakes. Kostik applying a lot, pretty much the brakes as he lands. Was Howard letting the truck roll into the corner. Lock up from Howard, gets it stopped in time. Martin could be the next point in which they discovered a bit of treachery. In terms of that crossover. Welcome along everyone who's watching tonight. Let us know in the chat where you are watching from. Time on Howard's side here. We've got, 49 to go. Ham leads by 14, nearly 15 seconds in fact over these two. And the more they keep battling. There's personal best lap there from Bobby Ross and Martin. But that could be the move. Finally been working Kosik into a position in which he'd leave the door open. And Howard up into second. Can he hold on though? What's Kosik got up his sleeve? I think the answer to that appearing right now is nothing. That was so tight. That was tight. We're going to see, I just feel this has got another contact, another disaster for one of our drivers in store. There goes Ham. Then Howard. Oh, there you go. And Kosik makes contact. And I think that was with Irwin. Oh, when it was. We'll see it from the onboard perspective of Kosik. And you could feel it was brewing. Oh, and Irwin just slowed up for him. And in doing so, that's what cost him. That's what created the incident. Irwin heading down pit road. And we'll surely realise that's Thompson unlapping himself yet again. Tell you what, points for gusto. Points for application. Kudos to him. Tries to unlap himself and he's got it done. I'm noticing he can let him go, but he's not doing it without a fight. Bit of handbrake there to whip the rear end round. Ham leads Howard by 13 seconds. That gap is coming down. Half a second alone on the last lap. As Irwin gets going once more. Still remains in 6th place though. Thompson not quite unable to unlap himself. So there goes Howard. Tell you what, Dip of the brakes there. Cossack on Thompson. And Ham has got the front row seats to this one. Oh, there goes Howard. The lift plays it safe to Ham. Keeping himself alive. 40 to go. Here from Irwindale on the figure of 8. XSLR Season 7, Round 12. A race like no other that we have encountered here at XSLR. And how interesting, just electing just to purely run this one in 3rd gear. So that's the move on top. Thompson's finally got done on Cossack. Ham regulating this one. But, and here is the big but. And I like big buts, I cannot lie. So the song goes. Someone going to throw out their anchors, and then someone else can the opposite way throw out their anchors as well. Get onto the brakes, and they just trip up over one another. It costs them both time. Howard has got the gap down to 10 seconds. He's got a target fixation right now, and that is Jake Cab. This last time around, actually slightly slower by 2/10. That gap is coming down. Look, you can see it visually. In the timing tab, top left corner of your screen right now. Not for the time, it's for a little bit of a track map. See if we can bring this one up for you. Oh, but there you go, Martin, contact. And that was with, who was that with? Was that with Howard? I think this may well have been, and this could be definitive. Oh, the crash bang wallop. And I think now this is going to be with Howard, who is pushing so hard. We'll take a look from the outside as he rolled away into insignificance. And he's dropped down to 5th. Oh, but it was the tiniest of clips. And he lands on his roof, and he's going to have to take the tow to the pits. So Ham now leads by 21 seconds again. That Guardian, that gap, manageable, workable. And that's the 2nd place driver, and it is only just in front of Jake Ham. It is Andrew Cossack. And Ham knows if you just stick behind him, he will win this one. Martin now up into 3rd. Although he is behind Ham on the road, he is 1 lap down. Not far away from lapping the entire field. Try and take another little look at that incident. Different angle, we'll see it here now. Wait for Eric to come in from the right. There's Cossack approaching from the left. Oh, the deftest of touches. Well, that's what solved it. Howard's still in pit road, waiting for that tow. Irwin now past him. And Thompson, interestingly, now only. But about a lap away from passing Irwin. Yeah, he is. So he needs to unlap himself. Now we're looking like our first retirement on this evening. Gutting for him, he was pushing so hard. Well, Jake Cam, you have got 29 laps, 28 now in fact, to bring this one home, my friend. 20 seconds the advantage. No, 24-second lap. That is a big old margin over Cossack. Oh, and just some, wow, that's a, actually put a lap down there. That's Bobby Ross going to come on past him, or is it? Not quite there. Not quite there, not quite this time. Ross, he's been favouring this much more tighter line all evening. Not necessarily served him well, though. Going desperate to remain. This lap against Ross, we'll go a lap down against him. We could still have more drama ensuing here. Howard officially has retired. So there's Martin against Thompson there. So against Ham. Ham will just be hoping for a quiet race. That's Ross in deep, elate, the lunge, but it's not enough. Can't find the switchback, can't quite get the run on Irwin. And oh, that was so close. How on earth did Martin miss? And I'm not too sure who it was. I think it may well have been Thompson based on his position. Already been involved in numerous incidents. It's Thompson. Oh, and there's further contact, but they gets away with it. Thompson, okay. Martin, the nudge, but he lives to fight another day. Just give Ham maybe that bit of breathing space that he needs. Oh, this, watch out, there you go. It's been brewing. It was gonna happen. Keep an eye right and left. The convergence there. Oh. Take another look at it from a different angle there. You'll see him just emerge from the left, emerge from the right. 2 into 1 does not go. And even if he'd taken the jump, I don't think neither Thompson nor Martin would have avoided contact there. Oh, you can feel him get out the brake, the accelerator, get onto the brakes, but it was too little too late to avoid that contact. But it's taken the pressure off of Ham, having Martin nipping at his heels, nibbling away like a beaver on hardwood. Beavers love the hardwood, not the softwood. What's your favourite wood, hard or soft? I'd love to know that one in the chat. There's multiple benefits for both. Much in the favour of the hardwood though. A Finney McFinger, great to have you there. A cold-blooded Ann Thompson murdering people. I cannot argue with that one. I cannot argue with that one whatsoever. But that contact, obviously with Martin, cost him a lot of time. And now we've got a scrap for that final place on the podium. With Ross only 7 tenths behind. We got 16 to go. Here from Irwindale. Feeling my finger. That's first softwood for the aroma, but hardwood for the feel. What do you mean? Good hardwood between, you know, your fingers. You need that. You need that in life. I hear some softwoods can smell of cheese though, and that's never a good thing. Flicking the rear out goes Ross and just loses that bit of time to Martin, who extends that gap out by a couple of attempts, that bit of breathing space that could be so crucial. And Finny, my finger, I know exactly what you were thinking, my friend. In reference to the wood. Different woods, beech, oak, balsa. Interestingly, balsa, despite being an incredibly soft wood, is actually classified as a hardwood. Useless facts there for you. More of that this time next week, no less. And interestingly as well, we head on to the Dirt Ovals in our week's time. An XSLR. It's in a week. At least track. So much fun here. Martin just once again up behind Ham, getting up in his stuff. Looking to add some extra fillings into the ham sandwich. Winding down the clock, 12 to go. 118, complete 119 in fact. Whoa, Bobby Ross. Bobby Ross. Jake is going to ham on this field. He is. Providing the meat and potatoes of this race. But it's all about this battle for third. Who's going to have it? Will it be Ross? Will it be Martin? It's surely going to be advantage. Martin's just looking this little bit more comfortable when runs it in deep. That's going to allow Ross just to close things up here. Rear brakes glowing like an absolute peach. Have we got one more twist to the tail? Less within us. So far it's been Thompson who's been the plethora of action. I thought I'd do more for incidents in this race than Osama bin Laden's done for terrorism. And a look at the inside once more. Martin feeling the pressure. Ross just gives it that little bit of a tap. That, well, what will be a reassuring tap. He's up the inside, but Martin looking for the crossover. Just has to get out of the accelerator. That'll kill his momentum. And Ross into third. Oh, they're all so clumsy. They're so desperate not to make contact with Ham. So we do have a... Ooh! Who's that into the pits? That's Ross into the pits late on here. Has he hit an incident point limit, or has he just run out of fuel? Is he underfueled this one? Well, that's surely to breathe a sigh of relief. It's Lee Martin. It's Ross. And that's got to be for fuel, folks. That's got to be for fuel. Oh, and he's taking tyres. A late lunge. Will it be enough here? He goes a lap down against Martin. Is he... Oh, it just doesn't feel good. It doesn't feel right. Of course, we do have 1 week off after this, so in 2 weeks' time we're back on the dirt ovals in the 410s. We head to Eldora. Dirt ovals, they always bring the fun, the excitement, and the driver here at XSLR. But tonight, well, it's definitely been one to remember. Ross has got 18 seconds to make up. He is not a lap down against Martin. Can he do it? Well, with 3 laps remaining, it's not going to be enough, surely. As Ham has just been in cruise control mode. He's put it on. He's had his balls on the steering wheel, the cock on the dash. By that, I've been cockerel, of course. Chilling, he's vibing. He's flexing. He's doing the romance dance. As stroking this one home. Well, it's been a race and a half, hasn't it? That is for sure. It's 1 to go. After this one. For Hammers. Well, in the background there, Thompson. The nudge on Irwin. It's Irwin. Is that a DQ? Has he hit the incident point limit late on? White flag in the air. 1 to go here for Ham. I think Irwin has hit the DQ limit and he's out. Oh, Kevin. That's going to bring Thompson ahead of him to finish 5th, but stroking it home. Our very own ham sandwich. There we go. He takes the checkered. He is your victor here tonight. Cossack not far behind. As he clears the jump, I mean, it's nearly a whole lap down. And there you go. Finishes 2nd. Martin secures 3rd. And that late stop for Ross in the end. That's what cost him the chance of finishing 3rd here today. Well, what a race. What a race. Let's take you through some results. Here today, classifying for you, Ham the winner, Cossack 2nd, Martin 3rd, but a lap down. How nearly, well, I think he pushed hard enough, he could have lapped the entirety of the field. What on earth are they doing? Ross 4th, that late pit stop hurting him dearly. Let's put it into the drone. Some sort of four-way going on here. Mounting each other. Now mounting Martin. Thompson finishing 5th due to Irwin hitting the incident point limits the only time that Jimmy Howard, a big incident costing him dearly. It's now the fun. The demolition derby. I mean, many may argue we were close to that anyway. Oh, someone's dropped out of it. Donuts to go with a ham sandwich. The dessert, the icing on the cake. Jake Ham, your victor here today. Let's have a bit of a chat to him as he's breaking out the donuts. Jake Ham, congratulations as well. You failed there right at the end. Well, leaving smoke signals, you know, lots of O's emulating up from the track right now as we look down onto it. I mean, well, dominant display from yourself here today. Did it feel like that the whole way?
It did, and it felt so good. Yes!
Oh, I've just put on the wrong thing there. Hold on, let's bring up the correct correct parts anyway. At least there we go. Jake Ham. Well, I mean, what can we say, my friend? What can can we say? I mean, don't let us get in the way of you doing a victory donuts as you exit the session. Well, that's let that one down. That has let that one down. But I mean, led but nearly the entirety of this race. I mean, how did it feel as comfortable as it looked for you?
This was a surprise for me. I've never really ran this truck all that much here. Well, this truck here or this track all that much. And so I just took it slow and steady. And then there, about halfway through, I realized, oh no, fuel's going to come into play. And so I backed it down quite a bit there. But I'm just super thrilled. I just had my birthday this weekend. So, way to burn down the house, take home the dub tonight.
Yes, I mean, well, definitely one way to brim home the bacon, shall we say? To use the
There you
hard
go.
metaphors, got to be done. Got to be done. Another year older, and clearly with that bringing in extra wiseness. And I mean,
Yes.
there were a few times it got a little bit close. We witnessed you just feathering out the throttle. For you, was it just try and stay alive and see what happened?
Yeah, I thank God for triple monitors. I mean, I was able to kind of judge it a little bit, but there for a while, going the jump and everything, I think there was a car in front of me and coming behind me. And so I think a little bit of luck went into it, there. I think some people were gunning for me at the end, but at the end of the day, I had a blast, and we're definitely going to have to do this race again.
It was. I mean, you say about triples that on the flip side, Alan Thompson does have triples, yet was involved in the most incidents today. So even then, I mean, it still harm you, can't it?
Yes, it can. Yes, it can. It's one of those where, I mean, you're pushing really hard. You want to take home, the first place, obviously, and you're pushing really hard there at the beginning, and then it was just management at the end. There at the end, it was like no reason to take the chances here and there, and I was trying to keep it, kind of close here and there, but there was a couple times I couldn't see coming out of my right side because I think there's an air box or a battery box or something in the car there. I don't know a lot about cars or trucks, but it was right there. It had no idea what was right there, and just missed it by, a couple hair lengths there a couple times. So got super lucky there a couple times.
And with Andy Kosick running in second, obviously you must have been able to see him at times, visually in front of you. Was it almost like a bit of it, right, if I can just keep him, so I can see him, that I could know that
Yeah.
actually I'm pretty safe in this race, or you still
Yeah.
just not really too worried about what he was doing? You was more concentrating on yourself?
No, I was still running as hard as I could there though, because anything can happen there, and you need as much time advantage, should something happen to where you can collect yourself, get back in the race, not be going the wrong way or whatever if you were to be hit on one of those jumps. So I was just trying to still run as fast as possible there at the end. And yeah, it's kind of unfortunate that a couple of people got hit there at the end. It started to be a super close race there between Bobby and I. He was catching me there, and it was really tough to manage the jump and hitting people. And oh, here comes Bobby. And then Bobby got hit, unfortunately, but it was still a great race.
Well, congratulations. Your victor here today is Jake Ham. And well, let's have a bit of a transition across now. And we'll pick up our second place as I just move things around a little bit here. Now, jumping on the fly, of course, always a bit more challenging for the single turn when you're having to do a bit of dual duties. Andy Kosick, congratulations, second. I mean, well, that looked like it was incredibly hard fought for, and a little bit of luck on your side as well.
Well, yeah, a little bit of luck, but also some strategy. I mean, I definitely was thinking I was going to be in the back, and so I was going to be the guy not lifting. But then when I'm in the podium positions, I'm like, okay, I'm not chancing this. I'm managing the gap behind me. Plus, I was short on fuel. I think I came in on lap 63 or 64. So I had to stretch the second tank an extra lap or two. So I was driving very, very conservative, almost no brakes for most of the second half of the race so I could make it on fuel.
And, I mean, at times, I mean, there were people around you that were being collected. I mean, it must have been a moment of panic when you saw, drivers coming at you from, the opposite direction. How do you sort of remain cool in that situation? Or did Did you not? And it was just close your eyes and hope and pray with everything you had that you made out the other side.
You just try to drive your way around these things as best as you can, and that's all you can do with this one. I mean, there's nothing else to it. Here, there with the damage off, you can take some risks. And unfortunately, I think I caught Jimmy there. I thought I was going to clear him, and he hit me, and he didn't hit me squaring, and he rolled over. But
Yeah, it
that was unfortunate.
It was a strange one. It was only that I think it was maybe a little in netcode. It was only the deft touches that sent him absolutely flying. Ones that we got away with previously, even bigger contacts. So it was a bit of a strange that one that. But I mean, when you saw him coming and heard the crunch, your heart must have sank surely at that moment, thinking, "Oh, am I going to survive this one?"
Well, yeah, right. Generally, the car on the bottom isn't the one that gets turned around. So I thought I had a chance to get through, and fortunately, it didn't turn me, and I was able to continue. It's just didn't want to take him out that way.
Well, congratulations on the second place. Of course, the heat victory last week as well. Imagine you might be a little bit sad to see the trucks disappear as we move on to the next section of the championship.
I've enjoyed racing with the trucks, but one of the things I really like about this league is that it's like a decathlon, and you get to go on to different events. So I've never driven a sprint car before, so it'll be interesting to see how well I can get prepped for that in the next leg of the season.
Most definitely. Well, they're a little bit easier than the midgets we ran previously. Yeah, the midgets were a little bit wild, shall we say. But no, congratulations. Good luck for that. Andy Corsick, who finished second here
Thank you.
today. Now let's have a bit of a shuffle around once more and get the next stage of bits into play. So we're going to be joined by our third place sitter, Lee Martin. Lee. Hey, congratulations, my friend. I mean, that was tough between yourself and Bobby Ross right at the end. How much of a weight lifted from your shoulders was it when the moment realised and it sunk in that you had to go into the pits?
Well, I was hoping you might have noticed I let him by, thinking he's got to be short on fuel, and I was coasting, trying to save. So that's exactly what I was hoping for. It just happened a little quicker than I was expecting.
And I mean, he was bumping and a banging. You two were, going at it like a battle royale. I mean,
The whole thing, it was ridiculous. It was so much fun. It was total chaos. A great group of guys having a really good time. It was a lot of fun.
and well, we're gonna have a replay of one of the incidents you had. Now, I think was this you maybe smacking the wall on the outside. I mean, you had a few close calls as well, didn't you? In the obviously when the crossovers as well. Speaking to Andy Kosick, it was just a bit of describing it's a bit of a lottery. I mean, for yourself, do you have any tactics when it came, to that point in the race where you realise, okay, you're going to have your head on a bit of a swivel here. There's, people coming in the opposite direction.
Yeah, slow and steady gets the win, I guess was my strategy. I was doing okay, and then I think there might have been a little admin influence in there about halfway through the last dozen laps or so. Because, man, it sure felt like I had a target on my back.
But just seeing one there now where you absolutely threw out the anchors to get stopping time, and Andy Kosick literally ran over the top of you.
I think he drove over my hood, yes.
Yes. I mean, wow. How you both got away with that would have lived to fight another day. I'm still not quite sure, having watched it back in slow motion now. It's absolutely fascinating. But, I mean, electric in qualifying, absolutely aced that one, my friend. But just didn't seem to quite work out for you in those early stages of the race.
Well, I was trying to save fuel because I knew it was going to be tight. And I thought, I'll let him go at first. Maybe I'll get lucky with some contact or whatever. And it worked out all right.
I most certainly did indeed, didn't it? And, well, is this another incident or not? It's a bit hard to tell. I think we're okay. But, yes, congratulations, Lee. Third place here today from Irwindale. Wow.
Thanks much.
No
Thanks for the broadcast.
No worries at all. No worries at all. Wow. We had some fun. We had some excitement. Let's get rid of some of these stuff. We'll get rid of some of the stuff. There we go. had some fun. We had some excitement. We had some drama. Let's take a look back through some of the incidents that we had here today that really, well, just define things pretty much in this race. First off, this will be Erwin. Oh, apologies. That's him coming into some reason. Decides that he wants to mark people up as having a crash when they're. I believe that Thompson one, a really weird one, slowed right up. Not too sure what he was playing out there. And well, I think he's going to live to regret that one, whatever it was. Maybe a bit of a technical hardware issue or something like that. Oh, and he was so close to Ham there as well. Here's one from Jimmy Howard. Oh, big clatter with Thompson. Himself has involved in further action. It's the one with Lee Martin where just getting into one another, and that's what cost him the big contact there with Bobby Ross hitting him. Barrel rolling, landed on his roof. The Lee Martin incident. It's one where we've seen previously where he threw out the anchors. Oh, got it stopped. It's Bobby Ross. And then Kosick practically using him as a trampoline to bounce across him there as he cleared the jump. Thompson back in the pits. Here when he was embroiled in well, at the end, in the incident point limit. Oh, just collected Thompson unsighted between those two. This could well be the same. No, this is only a lap late. No, it's still utilising the same one. Played 4 times, no less, there. For poor Kev. Sick Rob. That's how it heading out the pits. I don't know why it does this. I think it's because the car bounces and lands. It thinks it's had a bit of an incident somewhere. Let's have a look. Here we go. Here is one. Kosick involved yet again. Oh, and just T-bone there. So we didn't speak to him about that one. But, I mean, could he have caught Ham? That's the big question. Oh. Wow, wham bam. Thank you, ma'am. Well, most people saying fun racing, you're not wrong there. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is the beauty. It is the beast of Irwindale. Said we will be back in 2 weeks' time here on the channel, where we get things kick-started with the dirt oval section of the championship. It's done with the dirt road now. I know, ironically, we were on, wow, asphalt, tarmac. You lot call it pavement. I don't know why you do, because you walk on a pavement. That's what you call the sidewalk. You're wrong. It's a pavement. This is asphalt or tarmac. Tarmac is a brand. You know, it's one of these things. But either way, we're heading to the ovals. Eldora, the 410s. That'll be wild. It'll be brutal. But there will be cautions. All things I can guarantee. I will. Well, also, actually, we're going to have a few specialties as well towards the end of the season. Let's have a little bit of a look. So, actually, no, I think we're going to get the whole season completed, aren't we, before I make my little trip across to America? Come and, I don't know, shoot some guns and go to a rodeo and other stereotypical things that you lot do. It'll be delightful. But I have been Tim Cox. Thank you very much for joining and keeping me sane, keeping us entertained of what has been Irwindale on the River of 8. Round 12 of Season 7 of XSLR. Thank you very much for joining me. Good night. God bless. Goodbye.